What Litvinovich has just done in the trampoline world is kind of scary for what's going to happen in the Olympics. Now, looking at the Tokyo 2020 Olympic results, you can see Ivan Litvinovich won with 61.7. The person that won the Rio Olympics came fourth, you can see was 60.5. Dong Dong won it before that, which was 61.2. All of them below 62 marks. You can see the Rio score is 61.7, Dong Dong with 60. Then in London 2012, you got Dong Dong, that had 62.9. But if we go back to 2008, you can see it's 41. So this 62.99 in 2012 was the first time this scoring system had been in place. So whether it had some teething issues, I don't know, but it's still a 62.99. That's a huge score. But for Dong Dong to drop almost 2 marks in the next Olympics, and still a mark and a half the next Olympics, I don't know whether that's age or whether it's scoring, I don't know. All I know is I haven't seen Dong Dong get 62 in the Olympics since that one score. Now, apology for the quality of the routine, I couldn't find another recording, but this is what he won the recent World Cup with. So he's starting the routine, so you got 3 somersaults with 1 half twist out in the first skill, another triple, followed by another triple, and you can see the difficulty ramping up. If you're not familiar with how routines are scored inside of trampoline, I did a recent video, which I'll link to the top right, but you can see he's really high, staying in the middle, and he's got loads of spinny, flippy stuff, and you see there's the last skill, and he's finished the routine. And I'll give him a clap because that was a really good routine. But what's scary is if we go to the results, you can see there's Litvinovich, there's 62.28, 62.74. Both of those routines would have got him gold, and he did them one after another, but that's in qualification 1. If we go to qualification 2, he then did a 62.74, so that's 3 routines that would have got him gold. Then you go to the final, which is the routine you just saw, and he's got a 62.72. So let me just reiterate that. He's just done 4 routines, so a routine back to back 62 score, which would have got him gold at the last Olympics, and I haven't seen from the results anyone that's got a 62 before, and he just got 4 in a row. Maybe I'm missing something, but if he completes his routine, it just looks like he's getting gold in the Olympics. If we take a look at the scores inside of the final, the execution score, so each of these skill scores, so 0.2, 0.4, 0.4, is taken away from 20, and then 0.2 is also taken away, and that was the jump at the end. So when you add all of these together, it's 3.5. Take 3.5 from 20 gives you 16.5. Now, that's higher than all of the others. If we look at the difficulty, 18.4. That's more difficult than all of the others competing in the final. Now, when we look at horizontal displacement, yes, his score was lower than 2 others, but by 0.1 and 0.2. He's got a 0.8 advantage just from the difficulty of his routine, so this isn't that significant. And then when you look at his time of flight, that's huge. 18.3. You've only got 2 others that hit a 17, the others were in high 16s. If we go to qualification 2, you can see his difficulty is 18.4, so the same sort of routine, and his time of flight again is in the 18s. Qualification 1, difficulty 18.4, 18.4, so the same routine, still time of flight 18.38, 18.64. This is huge. There is an 18 time of flight down here, but you can see the difficulty of the routine is a whole 1.3 lower, so it's an easier routine, and they're still not bouncing as high. Now, of course, he still needs to execute all of those routines on the day, not crash and do as well as he's done in this cup, of course, and then there are other people that may be holding back for the Olympics, so we don't really know, but this looks scary for other competitors. Now, moving over to the women's section, Lin Kinkai, I think is how you pronounce the name, won in the finals, but if we go back to qualification 2, she won qualification 2, again, very, very close. There's 0.06 in it. And if we go back to qualification 2, you can see Kinkai actually came second, these scores being far closer together. Now again, apologies for the recording quality, but I don't have control over that. The routine here still starts with the triple, but the half twist instead of a 1.5 twist, and then goes straight into doubles. So in the men's routine, they have more triples, so there's more difficulty. They also jump a little bit higher, which probably allows them to do more triples. In the women's routine, execution is still the same, horizontal displacement is still the same, so they're still just as important to keep the routine nice and neat, and you can see there she finishes off. And give her a clap for a win. Now, not all of the Olympians have competed in this competition in the World Cup, so we don't know exactly what it's going to look like as the results, but it's interesting to see some of the front runners going into the Olympics. And then as a personal request to those that are recording, live streaming, or doing anything for the competitions, whether it's the organisers or someone else, can we try and keep the routines, like the recording, in the same place and make it not so that I have to find it on Instagram? That'd be great. Thanks.